Hello, Ringette fans. We're here with the final game of the Saturday of the last East Hub. A lot to keep up with there. We are bringing you the Atlantic Attack versus Rive Revolution in the final game of the Saturday of the Eastern Hub. Like I said, my name is Emily Renneberg. I'll be doing your play-by-play this evening, but I'm joined by the lovely Kirsten McLaughlin. There she is.
Nice to be here. I've had a fantastic day with you, just so you know.
Well, one of the things that was asked of me by the organizing committee of CRCs was to tell people that if you like commentating, if you have experience, if you would like to lend your experience to nationals, they are in fact looking for commentators still. If you would like to join them, if you can join them, give them some of your time. Doesn't mean all of your time. There are over 100 games over the course of the week. Send an email to the organizing committee and let them know that you're interested, because we're always looking for additional voices for these games. And if you'd like to contribute to that, like I said, just give them a shout. Nationals running March 30th to April 5th in Ottawa.
And for someone who hasn't had much experience in this sort of thing, I've had a fantastic day. It's been a lot of fun. I've learned a lot. I've seen a lot. I've been entertained. There's been highs. There's been lows. It's been fantastic. So even if you don't have too much experience, don't be afraid to jump on there.
Always looking for additional voices. We are here in Gatineau at the Slush Puppy Center, closing out our Saturday. Again, Atlantic Attack versus Rive Revolution. These teams have faced each other 3 times over the season, with Attack taking all the wins there, but they have been very, very close games, and these teams haven't actually seen each other since the end of November, with Attack taking the win 7-6. So we should have some really interesting action coming to you after the national anthems. Tonight's game is supported by a wonderful officials team. For our Attack versus Revolution, we have Mark St. Hilaire and Patrick McKee on ice. And on shot clock, it does say Mario, but I think Mario did the last game because it said Nancy for the last game. It looks like Nancy's out for this one. So Nancy DeFon is on shot clock as the shot clock official. Kicking things off here, Revolution taking the ring at center ice. Again, looks like a great game set up for you folks at home today. Thank you for joining us. As things kick off here with Revolution taking the ring down center. Starting the cycle, passing it back. Bork now trying to get things through to the top of the triangle, but finds a little bit of traffic there. Revolution will fight their way through the crowd and get that ring out on the top. Met with some defensive traffic there. Revolution spinning. Dumont gets it over to Lavoie. Lavoie to Larocque. Back to Lavoie. 10 seconds on that shot clock. Lavoie Coming in around, looping outside the triangle, back to Larocque. Larocque fakes it, shoots down low with a sliding pad save. Down on the ice, can be tough to do. Sophie Degas. Degas is back from this morning's game. Was between the pipes earlier today against Mission. Back for this matchup as well. Lavoie makes the pass over to the sideboards. Lacombe behind the net, skating around to drop pass over to the side, looking for that connection in a bit of a pass shot through the crease. And Lavoie up top tries to get the shot off her stick, but meets traffic instead. 6 seconds remain on the shot clock as the pressure is on. Trying to bust through that triangle is Lavoie and Lacombe. Degas getting the ring out, but some great pressure there by Revolution to keep it in the zone. Looking to beat that triangle as they create a bit of momentum here with the shift change. Coming across the top, Larocque gets the ring off of her stick with probably less power than she wanted it to. And the ring is tied up in the corner. The first possession going to attack, so move it or lose it says Revolution gets the ring. Larocque, one of the top goal scorers in this league and certainly on this team. She'll take it. Pass off to the side for Bork. Back to Larocque. Drop pass. And it's sliding. Shot right through the 5-hole. Vachon making it look easy.
Making it look easy. I don't think the goalie saw it though. There's a little bit of screen in front of her, so she may not have seen it.
Revolution taking the lead early here, using Foster as a screen. Taking advantage of the fact that Degas probably didn't get to see much of that. Again, taking her team up by 1 early on in this first quarter. Gaining possession back in their zone. Moving things up the ice quickly. Trying to find that connection on the offensive. Vachon. Getting a bit of a change here. Attack now. Trying to get possession over the blue line. Caught up. Foster with the back pass for support. Pro over to Robichaud. Robichaud spinning, trying to get away from traffic on the boards. Passing it into open ice for Richard to try and skate into it. Revolution gets there first. Revolution trying to get a stick on it at center. Bouncing it off the boards for Larocque. She's basically by herself, fakes it. Tries to put it more on the post. Gets the reset. And we'll take a shift change here. Revolution. Cycling. Lacombe back pass over. And a firing shot just outside of that net area for Bork. Bork had that ring. Then it was Lacombe. Lacombe took a shot. Maintains the possession. Back at the front, Lacombe. Bork now in the corner battling 2 attack players. Well, the triangle tries to balance positioning here. Back pass over to Bork. Bork takes the shot. Degas is there. And the ring gets pulled out of the crease, so Degas gets it. And the ring is picked off by Lacombe. A tenacious check there in the side. Looking for that possession to get back. Attack with a delayed penalty here. Had a bit too much effort on that check from Snowden. So Brittany Snowden will be taking the first penalty of this matchup. Putting Revolution on the power play. Most of the play has been in the attack zone. Revolution really looking to capitalize on this opportunity to put themselves up 2-1, 2-0.
It would be definitely a good start. little bit of a cushion.
So Snowden in the box, 2 minutes. As Revolution maintain possession here. Those long stretch passes trying to break up that triangle. And a shot that hits the post. The bench reacted like it may have gone in, but Kibo stopped by a piece of metal. Revolution continuing the cycle here. Getting a bit of a change. Vachon passing that off. Sticking to the outside. Coming across is Lavoie. Lavoie had a shot. The ring bounced off to Lacombe. A lot of pressure in front of the net here. Not making Dega's job very easy. She's been tested early.
Revolution have been very dominant already. So Atlantic attack has to just adjust a little bit in order to get out of their own zone a little bit. Maybe give Degla a bit of a breather.
Lacombe tries the shot off that initial free pass. Now it's back. Foster's got it with speed, almost picks that up in the zone. Definitely frustrated as she smashes her stick. That's a tough one. Came up with a lot of speed there. First real opportunity for attack as things go back into the zone for Lavoie. Lavoie trying to get her stick out of traffic. Defense meeting her right there. Foster having to get back quickly to get back into position as she came out of her defensive zone for that opportunity.
That was a great chance they had, though.
Well, and a quick shout out to the Foster Robichaud Curran group. Emily and I used to play together, and her sister Julia as well. And Kate Robichaud's mom taught me power skating, and Emily and Julia's mom taught me ringette, and her brother also taught me ringette, and their dad also taught me ringette. It's a big ringette family, so shout out to them all. I know they're watching. Miss you guys. Good job, Emily. As play goes up into the net, gets blown down. Revolution just taking the opportunity to keep the ring inside of the offensive zone. They're not letting attack have any space. And when they do, they bring it quickly back into the zone. A few shot opportunities here early. Snowden still in the box for another 13 seconds as Revolution continues this power play. 13 seconds on the shot clock as the Rock comes around up to the top, fires it low, hard on the ice, and that's 2 for Revolution. The Rock.
Another great goal.
Taking advantage of the smoother ice in this early period. Coming out wide, seeing the opportunity to just squeak past that center, seeing the space and using it. As a goaltender, I imagine you're expecting a lot of higher wrist shots, but those on the ice shots can be harder to read. Is that fair to say?
They're just so fast, and you have to really drive your knees down to the ice in butterfly. You can't just let gravity do the work. You have to put, and sometimes, like, no matter how experienced you are, sometimes it just happens that you just don't, and things sneak through.
And play will remain in attack zone. Revolution again up 2-0. Back to even strength. 5-on-5.
Revolution not letting up at all.
Starting with that pass from Bork. Firing it, trying to get through the defense center combo. Finding to the outside of the triangle that's trying to maintain its structure here. Some tenacity from Snowden at center. Pushing out far. Bork here tries to sneak past. Gets the shot off, but not enough space to get enough on that ring. Dega. Easy pass over to Snowden. Snowden puts it into the center of the ice, picked up by Revolution. Skating with it now.
Another delayed penalty against attack.
Revolution maintaining possession, goalie in the bench, 4-on-3 in the zone. Starting to set things up here. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Fired from Larocque at the top. She's going to pick up that loose ring. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Looking for the reset. Big bounce, but it goes to attack. And that'll put Revolution back up on the power play. Attack just making these little mistakes. A lot of tenacity, definitely. But I think they're getting frustrated with the fact that they haven't been able to spend any time outside of their own zone.
Definitely. No team likes to be hemmed in their own end for extended period of time.
A sliding pass from Keeble. Back over to Lavoie. Lavoie tried to get it back to Keeble. Loses it there. Foster with speed. Coming up top. Manages to get it out of the zone, but that free ring finds its way back to Revolution. Dumont. A big long pass over to Roulette. Roulette breaking through the center, and the defense there manages to get it across to Keeble, who fires it. Revolution still maintaining that possession. 1:20 remaining on the penalty to attack. Kate Robichaud in the box for 2 minutes. 18 seconds on the shot clock, starting the cycle here. Back up top to Larocque. Larocque fires it. Blocker saved by Degas. And coming across the top, Vachon taken down, but still keeping the ring on her stick enough to get a pass off. Work now fighting for it with Larocque. Larocque up top. Defense trying to set that triangle back up, maintain that structure. And Bork keeping it to the outside, now back up to Larocque. Larocque fires it. Loving that low pad shot at the moment. Degas has it. Gets it back up to defense. And loose ring in the center of the ice. Attack finding it hard to connect in the center and getting it back to Revolution. Now Devois taking things into the attack zone, moving the ring around. Ring gets poked in for Degas. Good coverage from Revolution. Forces Degas to hold that for 5 seconds.
That's the same issue that's going on in the neutral zone. The coverage by the Revolution has been so complete that there's just nowhere to pass to.
Revolution still maintaining this possession. As time now expires on the penalty to attack. Back to full strength on both sides. We're going to get the ring back at the free pass for Lavoie. And she's going to try and fire it, but bodies get in the way. Good coverage from the D. Lavoie over to Lacombe. Lacombe tries to feed it back. Finds its way to attack instead. Degas gets it. Wants to instead break away from the crowd and try to find a forward. She'll get another turn here as Snowden takes it from behind the net. Skating up hard and crashing into her own teammates. That time it wasn't Revolution coverage, it was her own teammate keeping that inside their zone. Tough break for attack.
Yes.
Really just looking forward to getting it outside of their zone here. Bork now passing it up to center, taking it, and a shot there from Raymond Couturier. Pressure from both Larocque and Raymond Couturier in that corner, forcing that ring to stay put, which gives it back to Revolution.
Revolution are playing a very, very smart game.
I honestly don't think we've spent more than 30 seconds outside of this zone.
I'm not sure if attack has even gotten like a solid shot off yet on the other goalie.
Both teams closely matched, as we're seeing. 10 seconds on the shot clock, and a spin right in front of the crease by LaRock. She had a great shot there.
Great save by Dag.
And things are picked up and moved across, but LaRock just in the way, passing it down to Bork. Bork now, again, starting that cycle as they make the change. Revolution keeping things moving. Time ticking down on this first quarter. A lot of power on that pass to Lavoie. Lavoie taking the time, coming back, charging into the triangle. Attack will skate into their own crease, lose possession again.
They have to capitalize on every single error that Revolution makes. If someone's bobbling the ring, get right in there. Revolution's not making very many mistakes, so you have to take advantage of every single one.
Lavoie tries to crash through the center, and the D still keeps the ring with her team. Can't quite make it through that traffic up front, and a shot there. Letting it rip at the front of the net. And Lavoie also trying to get that same effort right at the center point of that triangle. As Revolution now in their own zone, trying to move the ring out with pressure from attack. Lacombe moving things over to LaRock. Ring now on her feet. Foster fighting for it. Picks things up, but now there's two on her. And possession will find its way again with Revolution. As we wind down this first quarter, lots of ringettes still to play. 2-0 is not a bad score. Easy enough to tighten things up. Easy enough to score a lot more.
Dago's been absolutely solid, and she's keeping them in there.
Oh, actually, refs have decided to give it back to attack. They're talking to the bench, the Revolution bench, to explain that rationale. So originally they had called it for Revolution. Attack now. Colette over to Snowden. Snowden coming in with some speed. 17 seconds on the remaining in the quarter. Not a lot of time here. Taking things back, trying to get a shot off. There will be a delayed call on attack. And as time winds down here, they'll walk into the second quarter with 2 minutes on the board again. Is that the third penalty? Fourth? No, I think it's third.
I think it's more than that.
You think it's more than that?
Yes.
A lot of power play opportunities for Revolution so far. Again, the last time these teams saw each other was back in November. And the games between them have been very, very close. Attack taking the last one 7-6. Revolution really showing how much the difference can make of a couple months of development, a couple months of extra games. Really demonstrating the power of possession and how that can affect a team in terms of play, but also mentally. That can affect you very much mentally.
Yes, having the control obviously makes you feel a little bit more confident in your game. But their forechecking is so strong. It's they've knocked the ring off the attack players almost every single time, and they've made it look easy.
And attack hasn't necessarily done themselves a lot of favors. I think they're getting forced off the ring. They're making passes in which they're probably not super happy with, but with all the pressure that Revolution's got on them, there's really not a lot of options.
No, not at all. Not at all. They're forced to make these hurried decisions, and it never goes into a really decent passing lane.
So So St. Pierre between the pipes for Revolution. She looks ready, and here comes Snowden up across the top with speed, fires it, and gets a great pass with just 11 seconds into the period on the shorthand, making the move right past St. Pierre.
This is an example of where the jailbreaker rule would have been awesome.
You like it, yeah.
Yeah, if you like the jailbreaker rule, this would have been a prime example of it.
For those of you that may not know what the jailbreak rule is, it's a rule that was introduced when the PWHL started last year, that if you score shorthanded, you can have your person leave the penalty box. You are gifted with not only the goal, but your player back. It's been very, very popular, and we both agree that we really like it. Attack now, fighting for possession, keeping it with Snowden. Snowden, drop pass back for support. Finding pressure, trying to move away. Beliveau is checked off. Revolution again looking to capitalize on the possession that they've maintained for this first quarter. Attack remains in the box for the next minute. And Revolution continues the cycle around the net. Coming across the top, long stretch pass over to Keeble. Keeble fires it, sees a little bit of corner that was there for De Gaulle.
Tempting.
Tempting to take. Tempting to take. De Gaulle not seeing any options. Again, great coverage from Revolution to just take away all of that space, make her feel like there's nothing for her to do except hold on to it.
Yeah. And that's a conversation for the break after the second quarter. What are our new options going to be for goalie ring?
Keeble over to Lavoie. Lavoie going for a skate. 29 seconds remain on the attack penalty. Revolution on the power play. Through the cycle, passing it to the middle of the triangle. Almost had it. Lavoie just shy of that ring. And that loose ring is picked up. Back pass over to Raymond Couturier. Keeble looking for some outlets here, coming across the top, firing it as she goes to her knees. That looked pretty good, but just too high. Attack now, moving things forward, back to even strength. Jenny Snowden finding the cross pass, and a really good move there from Gallant to not go over the blue line, recognizing how fast she was going and that with her trajectory, she needed to throw on those brakes. Attack. Looking in the zone here with Snowden. Snowden back to Snowden. And again at the pipes. Getting that pass over to the side of the net. A good look on St. Pierre. Now Revolution into the center of the ice. Pulling it into the zone. Vachon taking things for a skate. Up top, looking for the backdrop pass and firing it as Borg. She takes that space and just lets it rip. Revolution now up 4-1. And Borg being a big part of that. Very much in the play. A great pass and taking advantage of the fact that the triangle had broken down. Didn't have the same kind of structure that it needed to with that back pass, distracting Snowden at center.
The whole team just looks so confident and so comfortable out there. Just so in control.
Attack now. Richard. On her forehand with speed. Dropping it back. 13 seconds on that shot clock. Firing it. St. Pierre gets a piece. Rebounds off her chest. Pro hunting for that opportunity. Attack going for a skate here. Tried to do a pick at the center. Moving things around. Over to Pro. Pro taking a great deke there. Trying to put it on St. Pierre's far side. Attack. This is about as much time as they've had in the zone all game, so they're going to want to sit with this, trying to make use of it. Drop back for Snowden after a shift change in. St. Pierre gets a toe on it. Looks like Attack has drawn a penalty on that play. Snowden came in with some speed at the top. And I think what they found is being stopped at the center point was the call. 2 minutes for body contact from the rock.
That's a good opportunity to put together a really strong power play.
Snowden. Easy pass down to Snowden. I love when they put the sisters on the same line. Creating that motion, cycling, using that space, breaking through is Brittany Snowden. She fires it just a bit too high, got in a little bit too tight. Her skate went in the crease. Play goes whistled. St. Pierre gets it. Coverage from Attack in tight. Revolution making use of that space. Colette now trying to pick off Raymond Couturier. Raymond Couturier passing it to St. Pierre as part of that support system. The goalies are a player, technically, so you can use them. Rourke spinning off that check and trying to move it forward. Not enough time on the shot clock. Attack did a good job of wasting all of that time, pressuring Revolution and not allowing them to get out of the zone in time, so that shot clock expires midway through the ice.
Yeah.
Seeing a little bit of life here from Attack as they continue on their power play. 1:07 remaining on that. Getting it over the line here. Pro coming with speed. A couple fakes. Passing it across the way. Keeping that ring moving. Time ticking on the shot clock. Back to Pro. Takes a really big shot that bounces off the glass. Hits the net, almost trickles off the net. And now the Revolution looking for a bit of a rush here.
Attack is giving Revolution all sorts of space.
Vachon waiting for some support here. Lacombe now from the side, cuts through the crease, continues with the ring, can't get the shot off. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Resetting here, coming out to the zone, gets picked off by Attack's defense. Revolution, 7 seconds in their penalty.
That was a hard fall.
Revolution moving the ring up the ice to Ouellette coming in. Across the center, finds some space, shoots it. Degas gets an arm on it. Attack, trying to move things ahead. Not getting a clear stab, which gives it back to Revolution. Finding that open ice with Keeble waiting for it. Keeble gets it back. She's got space, but strong stick, especially there from Dingwell. Dingwell had a really good chance to thwart that opportunity, and she took it. And a long stretch pass. Does it find its mark? Attack trying to use the time and space to take advantage of their own zone, keep things flowing and moving. Revolution sending 2 players on 1. Lots of pressure.
It's been effective so far.
And that will get blown down for Attack. I believe it because it was covered. It looked covered from this angle. I couldn't.
Yeah, the Revolution player was on top of it.
Yeah. Game was within 2. So far, Revolution dominating the play. Attack starting to show some connection here. Hoping to move things into the offensive zone. See some time there. But Revolution is not letting that happen. The Rock making the pass over But great stick from attack. Barak now in on her own, finding the ring right through Dega's legs. Almost gets out of the crease.
Stop just short of that, because that would have been an open net. A little bit of luck there.
And I think some snow, perhaps,
Some
to slow
snow
things
helped.
down.
Some snow helped, for sure.
Lavoie fakes the pass, continues her skates. She's got some friends in the zone with her, but fires it far side. Makes it look like she was still gonna cycle. And then fires it hard on the ice, opposite post.
Opposite post. It's hard when they're traveling across and whip it back towards that far post. It's hard to stop because you're already committed moving in the same direction as the player. So as they're shooting, you're almost moving out of the way.
Lavoie taking her team up by 3. She's been in the league for 9 years. She's a veteran talent, showing her leadership so far in this game. 17 seconds on the shot clock as attack starts their cycle. Staying out wide over to Brittany Snowden. Brittany Snowden trying to break through, but is met with sticks and bodies. Attack still maintaining possession, fires it off from the corner. Not enough angle. St. Pierre can manage that ring. Skating with it now. Quiniol getting it out of the zone. Foster tried to get that loose ring. Tough sticks and bodies in that area. Attack managed to get things back into the neutral zone, trying to use some support passing, get things into their own zone to create more space, get some movement going. Revolution not making things easy there. Ring flies over to the other side of the neutral zone into open ice, and as shot clock winds down, Vautour just decides to fire it down, get that reset. St. Pierre making the pass. Vachon now at center. Back pass to Vachon. She makes that long toss over to Bourque. Back to Vachon. Gets the ring on Dega's pads for the reset. Lavoie to an opportunity right in front. Keeping things in tight. And Bourque muscles the ring away. Gets it over to Lavoie, who fires it close to that post. Degas has to be sharp on it. Lavoie holding that ring down as her line changes. Getting some more movement here. Back over to McComb, who tries to break it through the center and the D. It's met with a crease.
I'm not sure why that was blown down.
I didn't see it.
It wasn't 5 seconds.
It wasn't 5 seconds. Maybe it was crease? Someone skating the crease?
I don't think so. No one's near her.
Revolution behind the net. Looking for that shot is Keeble. She made it look like she was just going to continue the skate. Whipped around and got one on Dega's blocker. Her positioning looked good though. Attack now in the center, looking for up in front. Snowden fakes it, shoots.
What a shot.
Beautiful fake.
Wow. I want to see this on replay.
Snowden known for that kind of movement. No hesitation there on that shot, bringing her team within 2. She had all the time and space she needed on that one. Really heads up, smart heads up pass. Knowing where your teammates are and then having the presence to just take the room you needed, do the fake.
And those types of shots, those plays, Sometimes it's so fast that the goalie's kind of back on their heels and can't really react the way they normally would.
So attack bringing this game closer together as Revolution wants to respond. Less than 2 minutes remaining in this second.
Revolution holds it in the offensive zone. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. She passes it off. Bounces off the goalie. Revolution recovers it. Skates around. Behind the net. Coming around the front. Back pass. Shot on Degla. Stop. Second shot misses the net. The play is going down for 4 in. Free play comes back to the center zone for Atlantic Attack. 58 seconds left to go in the quarter. Courtney Carter has it. Passed off to Miguel Prue. She circles around. Close in shot, stopped by St. Pierre. Atlantic Attack recovers it. 27 seconds left to go. She circles around, looking for a good opportunity. Looking for a quality chance for a goal. Shot, saved by St. Pierre. Revolution, pick it up again. Atlantic Attack, take it back. So that's the end of the second quarter. Score is 4 for Rive Sud Revolution and 2 for Atlantic Attack. Stay tuned for Emily's conversation with one of the Atlantic players.
After this game, I know, well, this quarter, I know it's looking a little bit, back and forth. They're really putting up a lot of defenses against you guys, but how are you feeling?
Little rough, a lot of a big rough start for us this half, but we just didn't stick to our game plan. We kind of settled down a little bit at the end of that second, and we know what to do.
So what was the game plan? Is the game plan going to be the same going forward, or are you going to get back in there and completely change the game plan?
We definitely have a game plan that we stick to every game, that we just did not execute that perfectly. We like to break out zone to zone, lots of communication out there. We lacked on that a lot. Nerves kind of got to us a little bit. We had a big game this morning. We know what to do, and we just have to execute it.
Now, you talked about this morning. This is the last hub before Nationals. How are you feeling about that? The team's been doing really well this season. You guys are in a pretty great position from at least my perspective, but how's the team feeling going into the next couple weeks?
Yeah, we've peaked really well. We've peaked exactly where we want to. We're doing really well as a team. We're really excited for Nationals. This is a great weekend, a great weekend to end off going into nationals. We're playing against some really tough teams here, so we'll just gain that momentum off these games for sure.
Perfect. Well, thank you for joining us. Brittany Snowden, everyone, thank you for attending us your time.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Ringette Canada est fier d'être le premier organisme sportif au Canada de s'affilier au Ability Center sous la bannière de Mixed Ability Sport Canada. Notre but est de créer un modèle de sport inclusif qui va contribuer et améliorer la santé mentale, sociale et physique de tous les Canadiens.
We started the first ringette team for children of different abilities, children with physical and cognitive disabilities. So that's how it started, and then it just evolved to having no barriers to participation. And now we are a mixed ability team where we have all levels, all ages of participants, and it is absolutely amazing.
Good job. You got it. You're a rock star.
RFA has given our kids an opportunity to play with a bunch of kids and build friendships that they wouldn't have otherwise had.
It's been a real booster for her to feel like she's part of a group and that they're having fun and they're playing, they're learning.
Yes. When I first started playing, I got my best friend's old ringette stick, and she saved a bunch of goals in that stick for me, and I ended up getting my first wrist shot with that stick.
Il y a un impact sur la confiance de soi, sur notre santé mentale, notre santé physique, mais sur une équipe d'habileté mixte, ces bénéfices sont amplifiés encore plus. Nous avons un groupe complètement divers depuis les dernières quelques années. Nous avons des enfants avec handicap cognitif, handicap physique.
A lot of our skaters are just learning how to skate, which is a good thing. I just love how they're developing every single season.
We'll need you out there anyways.
Yes.
Right? We'll need you out there.
All right. Now remember the volunteer goal.
Hi, my name is Jade and we're in Yellowknife, Northwest Territories. We are at the Air Tindy float base here in Yellowknife Territories at this beautiful outdoor rink playing some ringette with Ringette Canada. Yeah, this is the best day of my life. I haven't played ringette for over a year since my last game with Laurentian. So for Ringette Canada to bring ringette to Yellowknife, this absolutely made my day. I think everybody should play ringette and it's great to see it here in the Northwest Territories.
Welcome back, Ring It fans. We've had a wonderful, fun Saturday. We've got the last 2 quarters of this game to close things out. It's been an interesting 2 quarters, certainly. Things are looking tighter on the scoreboard, but Revolution really just sending a message to attack to say, hey, we're not going to let you guys through. And you could definitely, I ran down for the interview at halftime, and you could definitely feel the tension with the attack bench. The message being getting back to game plan. So we'll see how that goes. Again, my name's Emily Renneberg. I'm here with my buddy Kirsten. Kirsten?
Kirsten.
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 It's got a nice ring to it.
Thank you. Revolution's taking charge early.
Revolution getting tripped up on that. No call on the play. Ring is going to go into the zone on a 2-line. So Revolution has to pick it up, and they come streaking in with that pickup. And some early speed to capitalize, bringing that energy that they had in the first half. Lavoie faking it. Up top, keeping the ring with her. Back pass. 9 seconds on that shot clock, looking for a quick pass and a quick shot there. Lavoie again getting the reset there. Keeble up top, firing it. Got a little bit deflected there. And it'll be maintained by Lavoie. Lavoie just picked up off the ring right along the crease, which will give the ring back to attack. And attack trying to move out of the zone here. They've had trouble in the last half maintaining any level of possession and getting over the blue line. Similar happenings here early. Definitely a lot of frustration with the team as Keeble feeds it through defense's legs. Degas strong on that ring. Passing it up to the forward. Snowden trying to get that ring, putting it into open ice. It's picked up by Larocque instead. Larocque gets picked off by Snowden. Brittany Snowden trying to fight for it along the boards. Gets back to Revolution. Revolution down the sideboards. Snowden fighting her way through that neutral zone, putting the ring into the corner, but Larocque picking it up. Moving the ring into center. Trying to again find some open ice for her team. This back check here is strong. Attack trying to set something up here. Gets picked off at center with really good placement there by Vachon. Pro cutting through, back pass. Trying to feed something on St. Pierre. Time expires on that shot clock. Revolution moving it up to center, finding its way down into the zone. Ouellette with the ring. Keeble, stretch pass all the way over to Lacombe. Lacombe keeping things outside, pass to the top of that triangle to Ouellette. She had a good look there, didn't quite make it to the net.
I'm interested in seeing what changes Attack has made to their strategy for goalie ring and how to get Degla a good target to get the ring to.
Revolution's been very strong on their coverage in all areas of the ice.
Absolutely.
The back check, even in the offensive zone, has been very, very strong. Neutral zone ownership, but then also, like you said, Kirsten, the coverage on the goalie ring has been just a big wall that Attack has had a hard time getting past. And for folks at home, Kirsten is our goaltender expert. Knows everything and anything you need to know about goaltending, and has been very helpful for us non-goaltenders, which I count myself as.
Revolution's already setting up a screen. She's going to have to look around the screen and predict where the player's going.
Absolutely beautiful shots from LaRock off of that free ring. You love to see it. The National Ringette League, they do such a great job with those free rings. In the younger years of ringette, you're taught never shoot the ring off of the free circle because that's never going to result on anything high percentage past, you know, U10.
Moving over, she dragged the goalie over with her, and that created that opening in that space, and she picked it.
That amazing shot.
It's happened to every goalie.
It's got to be frustrating, but it's beautiful. For us viewers.
I admit we don't love it.
Yeah. Weird.
I feel that pain.
Yeah. So Revolution widening the score here, 5-2. Again, ringette is a little bit more of a high-scoring game, so we're not looking at this score with any level of deep concern at this point. There's still a lot of time to play this game. Attack, again, they've been walled up in every zone of the ice. They need to find ways to get around that. They had a tough game this morning versus Mission, a very exciting game versus Mission.
That was exciting, yes.
It was really, really fun. They took that win, and I think a lot of the energy was expended on that one. And I mean, they came in from, they're the furthest travelers for sure.
But it's a game of momentum. They can turn around and score 3 quick ones. You never know.
Absolutely. And they've got some top goal scorers in the league on this team. Revolution, though, now.
Every one of their goals, both of their goals so far have been absolute beauties.
Moving into the zone is LeBlanc. LeBlanc passing it off, trying to find a corner, but Revolution taking it first. LeBlanc scooping that ring back up, flying in from behind that blue line. Snowden does a spin as she loves to do. Tries to get past the center. Vauchon fighting 2-on-1. Snowden can't get her feet underneath her. Lavoie, as she falls, she gets it over the blue line. Lavoie will be skating up as good second effort from LeBlanc to try and take away that passing lane, but Revolution still taking it and firing it low on the ice. Just enough power to get it right past Degas. It looked like she may have gotten a piece of that with her stick, but it still had enough momentum to go through.
It went through the 5-hole.
Can sense her frustration. She normally doesn't do a skate around after a goal, but trying to blow off a little bit of that steam.
Reset, refocus, bounce back. The score definitely does not reflect Deg's effort at all. Like, she's been very, very good.
And Vautour coming in around. Does the back drop pass to Snowden. Snowden to Vautour. She got a shot off, and it looked like it had space, but Raymond Couturier had her right in that shooting lane. Now with Lavoie. Lavoie fires it, another 5-hole. Not looking back, using that speed. I don't think she looks at the net either when she shot that.
No, and that's hard to read,
And it's hard to read.
Hard to read. One of the things that Revolution is doing amazingly well today is that if someone misses the ring, they're so fast that someone's right there behind them to pick it up and keep that forward momentum going.
And we're getting a bit of a goalie swap here. Degas played well. It's just a lot of opportunities against her, and those, I think those 2 5-hole goals, which she probably should have had, don't lend her any favors, and so.
But she played really, really well.
Attack, trying to pick up that ring. Finding open space. Taking it into the zone. Slowing things down. And a big winding shot from Vauchon. Using that time and space that she had, they needed the reset. Attack, trying to get that ring. Pro.
Okay, she needs
moving things up.
for somebody to catch up there. There we go.
Attack now in the zone. Dingwell carrying it. Does a drop. And Brittany Snowden crashing that triangle. Seeing space at the far post, but not quite on the mark. Now we had the goalie switch, and my sheet says the only goalies are 30 and 41. Our goaltender in net is a 31. So perhaps it's LeBlanc. I'm not quite sure.
It's possible just it's a typo on the sheet.
Possible it's a typo on the sheet.
But if she turns around, we'll take a look at the name.
Hopefully we'll see. Attack coming in up top. Getting some pressure there from the center as the triangle moves and shifts its way to meet that speed. Revolution, as they've done time and time again, they pick off that ring, and the momentum is strong through the neutral zone. Moving into the offense. Attack, finding open ice with a bounce pass on the boards. Vautour looking left, looking right. Finding a connection along the boards. And back to Vautour. Vautour stepping up across the top. Looking like she might do something there, but continuing the skate. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Passing it low. Snowden's not able to take that stab. Picked up by Lacombe. Lacombe skating hard now. Trying to get things off to Burke. Attack stepping up to that ring. Richard now. Playing it back in a shot. Right on St. Pierre. Got her pad right in the way. LeBlanc had a good look there. Got a pass off from Richard. Just needed to be a little bit higher or a little bit lower. As Attack picks it up in their own end. And second effort there from Bork, really pushing the ring deeper into the zone, trying to maintain that possession. Attack moving it ahead. A lot of traffic here. Forcing the ring over to Vachon. Vachon in, taking that shot. Hard on the ice, going for the back post. And there was an early test for LeBlanc, who we're assuming is LeBlanc. There's no name bar on the jersey. Maybe somebody forgot a jersey. Apologies for folks at home. We're assuming that's LeBlanc. There's only 2 goalies on the rosters. The numbers don't match up. She doesn't have a name tag. We're gonna assume. Unknown goalie number 1. And Snowden passing things off, trying to maintain some level of speed here as the cycle starts. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Back past Snowden. Over. Quick fire pass over to Brittany Snowden. Brittany trying to crash through, but gets it off to Jenny. Jenny from her feet, from off of her feet. Still having enough space in front of the net to pull the ring around. The D couldn't find their mark. And Jenny is known for her talent with her stick. We have a goalie name. Thank you, Taylor from Ringette Canada. So it's an alternate goalie, Georgia Fraser. Georgia Fraser taking over. And Attack finding some structure here. Snowden up top, firing it. Vautour had a look. Snowden with speed, back pass over to Snowden again. Got a shot off, but finds a foot. Trickles just outside St. Pierre's zone, but that reset attempt stays with her.
St. Pierre's having a great game. She's not giving them anything.
Snowden now tries to make a fake, takes the space, passes it instead. Back to Snowden, up top to all the way down to Vautour. Vautour's had a couple goals in the last game. She came away with a hat trick. Looking to make something happen here for her team. Putting things back behind her to get picked up by Claveau. Claveau to Bourque. Bourque's got a connection there with Vachon, but the rest of the bench is making a change. And now Vachon is doing the same. Some new names out there as Lacombe makes a spin. 8 seconds on that shot clock, passes it through the triangle, just a bit too far ahead of Keeble. And they can't get the reset in time. So Fraser in net for attack. Handles that ring nicely. Attack making their way up and out of the zone. LeBlanc overpowered there. And forced back into their zone by Revolution. Keeble starting that cycle as the time on this third quarter starts winding down. 38 seconds remaining. Keeping things out wide. Larocque making a pass over to Bourque. A lot of traffic right up in front. Ring goes to Larocque. Larocque fires it.
A great shot in a vulnerable spot.
Takes the shot at the post.
Revolution's just, they're on top of their game today.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to thwart this team. They're very connected. Early test for Fraser. Hard one to track, I imagine, that kind of back post, no look.
It's also just a hard spot to reach.
Vachon up front, passing it to Bourque. Bourque.
Nice stop.
Gets it on net. Fraser closes the pads. Snowden can't stab the ring properly, resulting in a bit of a turnover there. She didn't want to touch it on the other side of the blue line as well.
It's the smart play, though. Even if you don't want to touch it, that's the smart play.
She, oftentimes you're forced to make a decision of whether you'd like someone to be 1-0 on your goalie or if you just like to take the whistle. And Larocque decides that in the last seconds there, she wants to take another chance to fire that through.
If there's a chance on a breakaway, then it always touch the ring. Like, that's the smart play, because at least you have everybody, you get everybody back and in a defensive position.
Well, I've been a forward for the 2 and a bit decades that I've played this sport, and I found that sometimes the defense are allowed certain rules, breaking certain rules. Some penalties are okay to take if you need to sacrifice.
Yes.
I mean, we just saw that.
Oh, yes.
As a really good example of just take the ring over the both sides of the blue line so that you don't get flipped.
Slide across the crease to stop something going into an open net.
Exactly.
I'll take
all
the
good
penalty
examples.
I'll take the penalty shot.
All great examples.
All day, every day. I'm good at those. I'm not good at defending a completely open net because I just can't get there.
Well, it's interesting that you say that, because I think a lot of goalies would not necessarily want to take the 1-0 shot.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah?
Yeah, we most of us, the diehard goalies, we love it.
Really?
Yes.
I would not necessarily think that I would be okay with that.
Shootouts are my jam. I don't get them much in ringette, but in my beer league, it's every second, third game we just end in a tie.
Oh, so you're used to
because we're all equally terrible. Score, let in the same amount of goals, and yeah, then it goes on to a shootout.
Very high stakes.
I have a very high stake, especially in beer league, where there's no prize for anything.
Except the beer at the end.
Well, it's especially special to me because I play with men, so it's fun to stop them.
Oh, I love that too. Yes. Attack now, starting things off in the fourth and final quarter here. We've been watching as the score continues to creep up for Revolution. They have a bit of a task ahead of them. 6 goals in 13 minutes is not unheard of. We're not counting them out at this point, but we're interested to see how they adjust their play, as Revolution has been strong on everything this evening. Snowden making a bit of a saucer pass there to her sister. St. Pierre.
That was a good opportunity. Yes.
Got her toe on it. Really interesting pass from Brittany to Jenny, because we normally don't end up passing the ring in the air. It's harder to stab, but those two are obviously very well connected. And here's an opportunity coming in here for Jenny Snowden. She cuts in just a little bit too tight to that. Had so much speed. Goes crashing into the boards. She's holding her tailbone a little bit. She just, you can't stop her once she's going. Really fast opportunity there, and the Snowdens both, they're top scorers on this team, top scorers in the league. The coaching staff is definitely looking to them to help narrow this league.
So St. Pierre, she's already a bit taller of a goalie, but she also comes out just a little bit past the edge of the blue paint. So she cuts off all the angles. She's not going to give them anything from that position. That's what's going to make it so hard for attack to catch up. Though we're not counting them out because it is Ringette. And there are still 12 minutes left about.
Absolutely. Revolution passing it back to St. Pierre, using her as an option. Making the safe call behind the net, moving things up. Vachon on her. Moving the ring over to the offensive side. 10 seconds on that shot clock as Larocque comes around, trying to throw that defense off with the nonchalant skate. Can't quite get the pass away. And there's the two sides that we just talked about earlier.
Yes.
It's a calculated risk many are willing to take. As a forward, I don't really have to usually deal with that.
It's the defense.
It's the defense. They do all the hard work. I gotta say, the defense never get enough credit. They're just too busy, defending the net.
They are my heroes.
They are. Shout out to the defense. Not enough credit goes to you folks. All right, goaltender pulled for attack. They want the extra player on the ice. 4-on-3, setting something up here, firing it. Brittany Snowden almost caught St. Pierre's open 5-hole, but she closes the pass just quick enough. But there's some speed here, moving the ring around very quickly. Boxing out Snowden, down low. So I believe that's LeBlanc. Fires it just high. And Snowden coming across the top, back pass over to other Snowden. Snowden firing it. Just a bit wide. There was a lot of really good movement in that. I think the attack has practiced that once in a while. Goalie back in her net. Revolution still with the penalty. 8 seconds on that. So attack now off the power play. Couldn't necessarily make anything happen there. Revolution did a good job with their kill. Passing up in front. It's met with a strong stick from Snowden at center. Trying to move the ring ahead over to Vautour. Vautour with her jets on. Just pushed into the crease. Really great defensive play there. Matching Vautour stride for stride. Really great heads-up play by Elaine. Kept her cool and took away all that space that Vautour was looking for. Richard now. They have pulled their goaltender again, so the 4-on-3 now. Boxing things out. They're moving the ring quickly. Focused on sending one of the players towards the inside of the triangle. Keeping that box flexible. Strong play again by Elaine, keeping herself square to that player, taking away that shot, and resulting in the turnover. Richard now. She's got 2 on her. Some speed over from Lacombe. Takes that open ring. She uses the support in the neutral zone. Back to Lacombe. Lacombe spinning, trying to get away from the check. needs the shift change. Things get dumped off to Lavoie. Lavoie skating around with 10 seconds left on that shot clock, dropping it off for Cuniel. Back to Keeble. Keeble down low over to Lavoie. Lavoie tight inside. Just a couple seconds behind. Great look, sneaking just inside that triangle along that crease. Attack now. Moving the ring up. Godet getting it over to Couture. Couture checked off that ring. 6 seconds on the shot clock here. Gonna try and make something happen. Back to Jenny Snowden. Snowden walks in, gets her stick picked just as she let that shot go. So it goes right up into the netting. St. Pierre. Easy drop behind the net. Some speed here from Lavoie. Picking and choosing where she wants to be, using that defensive partner. Keeble now getting pinned up on the boards. Ring goes flipped up into the air. Battle near the blue line. We'll see who comes out with it. Foster with a really great second effort there. But the ring lands with Raymond Couturier. Raymond Couturier gets it to Larocque. Larocque now taking her time, thinking about where she wants to be. And there's a big booming shot that Fraser easily managed. And the ring is going to Fraser. Crow. Ooh, is that a... Oh. Oh. Okay. Foster in the box and Vachon.
A little spicy behind the play.
Both of them behind the play, frustrated, I think, on that scrum that was happening by the blue line. Both of them in the box. I think that's unsportsmanlike.
Yes, and that's 2 minutes fully served.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make a difference because they're equal time.
Yeah.
They're offsetting, so no one's getting out no matter how many goals are scored.
I'm not even sure I've seen an unsportsmanlike in like the last 10 years. That's interesting. So both in the box, 2 minutes. 4-on-4. Revolution still up by 6. Time winding down in this quarter. As Lacombe comes up across the top. Tries to pass it back, but Keeble gets it. Shot on Fraser. Fraser gets it with her toe, picks it with her glove. And passes it right over to Dingwell. She moves it ahead. Dingwell now at center ice. Easy pass over to Richard. Richard with Cormier. Cormier. 8 seconds on that shot clock, looking for an option while her teammates change. Drops it back to Crow. Crow coming in with speed. Gets the shot off on the tight angle, closer to the post. Needed that reset, but also there was a lot of power on that shot.
There was.
Sometimes it feels like if there's enough power, sometimes things can get past the goaltenders even if they're in the right position.
They can, but they're easier to track because they go in a straight line. Less wobble.
Skating outside the triangle, out wide, using the space. Moving the center, gets it right past St. Pierre. Again, that hard shot.
Just proving your point there, too, that sometimes it doesn't get through with the goalie.
St. Pierre had a little bit of a piece of it, but I think there's enough power that just between her pads and her chest protector and a little bit of her glove, sweet pass.
That's what we call it. It went under her, between her blocker arm and her torso, and that's what we call the 6 hole.
The 6 hole.
There you go.
The 6 hole. This is why we get goaltending on the call. Goaltending expert on the call.
I used to let in lots of six-hole goals, and I couldn't figure out why, but it turned out my paddle was just too long for my body. And when I sized down, I don't think I've had one this year.
There you go. The rock picked up by the center there. The attack coming in with speed, passing it off to Snowden. Snowden fires it just above the crossbar. Snowden, you could tell she had a mission there.
She wants it.
She wanted that ring, and she made the space to let that happen. Just a bit too high. 11 seconds remaining on both unsportsmanlike penalties. Fully served, like Kirsten said. Snowden now with the pass, bouncing it off the boards to Godette. Drop. Over with some speed there. Snowden, she's making use of a lot of her energy in those last two plays, just driving towards the net, looking for those opportunities. Raymond Couturier fighting for that ring, getting it up to center. Revolution keeping that possession. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Spinning into some trouble there for Keeble. Attack now. Richard passing it over to Snowden. Over to Jenny Snowden. Jenny walks through center and D. Has the space, gets taken down. She loves just pushing it as far as she can towards the net. Using again that speed that she's known for. And I think they're calling the goalie for interference. So somebody's got to serve that. St. Pierre, I think, got a little bit into that play with her stick. Yeah. So goalies can get penalties.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but they don't have to serve them. So you got to pick a sacrifice to go to the box. So sacrifice is Fauchon. Which I feel like is probably one of the worst feelings, that you're in the box for something you didn't do.
Yes.
But goalies can get penalties, and that's what happened there with that interference call. So attack now. Again, goalie has made her way to the bench. 4-on-3 with a pick, beautiful pick. Opening up that ice. Attack still not finding the stab. Moving it across the box. Pro shot. She had the last one. A lot of power in that release. And St. Pierre will take that down.
But attack gets it back because they were still within the 5 count of a crease violation.
Attack now. Again, 4 in the zone. They've got their goalie pulled. Fraser's on the bench. Moving things around. Active sticks from Revolution, trying to take away these paths. There's less room in the zone when you add a 4th player. More of a distraction. St. Pierre there with the save.
Good hard shot.
Revolution moving things up. Fraser back in her net. Support pass there to Dumont. Dumont all by herself, finding open ice. Rourke trying to take it over the line, but some hard-fought passing, and there's 2-on-0. Attack deciding what to do here, taking the shot after a pass. St. Pierre, no problem on that. She had to make a decision. 2-0. You don't see that very often. 26 seconds on the Revolution penalty. Power play for attack. Again, the 4-on-3 because the goaltender is on the bench. To keep that ring moving. Snowden to Snowden. And another shot there from a bit of a sharp angle. But the quick release can often catch goaltenders off guard. And attack showing some life here at the end of the game when very possibly looking at the score and looking at the way that Revolution has just stood up against them as a wall.
They've played a complete game.
Cycling. Penalty now expired. Extra player in the zone for attack. Jenny Snowden back to Brittany Snowden. Cycles back to Jenny. Jenny tries to feed it low. Hits the back of a skate. St. Pierre gets it instead. And Revolution starts taking things back out of the zone.
Revolution passes off to Camille Lavoie. Now to Laurence Lacombe. Takes a shot. Misses the net. Shot clock runs out. Goalie ring. Fraser sends it off to Miguel Prou. Ring is frozen. Whistle is called. And we have a penalty for boarding. So number 97 for Revolution, Laurence Lacombe is going to take 2 minutes for boarding. Play continues down in the Revolution zone. Julie Bouchard has the ring. Courtney Carter's picked it up. Back to Richard. Back to Carter. Back to Richard. Shot, goal, scored for Atlantic Attack. Number 27, Dominique Leblanc. Laurence Lacombe comes out of the box because of the goal. The score is now 8-4 for the Revolution. Deep pass into the offensive zone, picked up by Courtney Keeble. Passed over to Camille Lavoie. Goalie St. Pierre sends it up with the stick past the blue line. Number 22, Maud Ouellette goes in. Picked up by Courtney Keeble, but the shot clock runs out. We have a goalie ring. Fraser picks it up. She's going to toss it out to Julie Richard. He's taking it up the ice. Richard has it again. Brittany Snowden picks it up by the end boards. Circles around front, tries to break the triangle, passes it off. Crease violation, play is blown down. We have 6.1 seconds left in the game. Miguel Prou, captain of Atlantic Attack, is going to take the free pass. Oh, last second, St. Pierre made an absolute beauty of a save, doing the full-on dive to keep the score at 8-4. Revolution wins 8-4. Teams are lining up. Teams are lining up for the handshake. score doesn't reflect how the game went. The Revolution absolutely brought their A game today. Atlantic Attack struggled a little bit, and Revolution just capitalized on some mistakes. Now the teams are going by the referees to say thank you for their efforts. And then the teams are going to line up and the MVPs will be announced. For the Atlantic Attack, team captain number 99 Miguel Prue receives MVP. And for the Revolution, number 26 Lauriane Bourque has received the same accolade for her team. Stand by for a quick interview that Emily is going to have with Lauriane.
I'm here with the player of the game from Rive Revolution. Bourque, you had an amazing game. This was a total shutdown from my perspective. You guys played really well coming off that early morning game. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling very good. The whole team played very good tonight.
And obviously there was I think a big shift for your team in how you played against Waterloo.
Yep.
Coming into this game, what was the switch? How did you talk to the team? What does the team decide you needed to do?
Yes, we had a big talk in between the two games, and we just said that we all need to do our job. So everybody has to do their own job, and that it will go very well for us. So that's what we did.
Really well played. How much of this season has been working towards nationals, which are coming up in the next couple weeks?
If it's going very good for national, you mean? Well, we have a little drop since Christmas, but now I think we're going up the hill.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Well, great game, and
Thanks.
Congratulations on player of the game.
Thank you.
Take care. Thanks, guys.
Ringette Canada est fier d'être le premier organisme sportif au Canada de s'affilier au Ability Center sous la bannière de Mixed Ability Sport Canada. Notre but est de créer un modèle de sport inclusif qui va contribuer et améliorer la santé mentale, sociale et physique de tous les Canadiens.
We started the first ringette team for children of different abilities, children with physical and cognitive disabilities. So that's how it started, and then it just evolved to having no barriers to participation. And now we're a mixed ability team where we have all levels, all ages of participants, and it is absolutely amazing.
Good job. You got it. You're a rock star.
RFA has given our kids an opportunity to play with a bunch of kids and build friendships that they wouldn't have otherwise had.
It's been a real booster for her to feel like she's part of a group and that they're having fun and they're playing, they're learning.
Yes.
When I first started playing, I got my best friend's old ringette stick, and she saved a bunch of goals in that stick for me, and I ended up getting my first wrist shot with that stick.
Il y a un impact sur la confiance de soi, sur notre santé mentale, notre santé physique. Mais sur une équipe d'habileté mixte, ces bénéfices sont amplifiés encore plus. Nous avons un groupe complètement divers depuis les dernières quelques années. Nous avons des enfants avec handicap cognitif, handicap physique.
A lot of our skaters are just learning how to skate, which is a good thing. I just love how they're developing every single season.
We'll need you out there anyways.
Yes.
Right? We'll need you out there.
All right. Now remember the volunteer goal.
Hi, my name is Jade and we're in Yellowknife, Northwest Territories. We are at the Air Tindy float base here in Yellowknife Territories at this beautiful outdoor rink playing some ringette with Ringette Canada. Yeah, this is the best day of my life. I haven't played ringette for over a year since my last game with Laurentian. So for Ringette Canada to bring ringette to Yellowknife, this absolutely made my day. I think everybody should play ringette and it's great to see it here in the Northwest Territories.